Hey everyone, it's Sam. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be memory planning the week of March 29th through April 4th. This is Easter week, and I am using this stunning kit from Glam Planner called Blushing Bunnies. I did pair it with some Sadie stickers, $2 Tuesday for foil, and also the bougie boxes for Rose Color Days, the overlay tapes. And I did something fun with the tall girl in the double box scene. I put the tall girl on the one side of the back of the double box, and then I kind of cut it so it matched the size of the tall box, so there was like a little sliver in to make it separate, so then there was no crease, because I'm always worried. I see like rosy plans, and I see a lot of people do where they fold the double box over like which way, but I think it's super fun to see that, but I'm so nervous that like the more times you like bend it back and forth, there's a crease in the middle, and I'm worried that the ink will either like shrivel up or it will like come apart. So I think that this was a great way. You'll see it actually in my plan with me after this. I did the same thing, and I did ask for some questions, and I got quite a bit from Shay and from Amy, so hopefully I will be able to fit them all through. If not, I will save whatever is left for the next plan with me. So starting off with Shay, she did ask a few. She is shay.b.plans on Instagram. You should go check her out. She's got some great spreads. But her questions were, what is your least favorite food? I tend to really try anything, but if there are raw onions or mushrooms on it or olives, then forget it, because those are my least favorite food. Well, I guess least favorite foods. Sure, there you go. Olives, mushrooms, and raw onions. I like cooked onions, just not raw. Then her next question, which also Amy had asked in one of the YouTube videos, was what is your favorite core foil and what is your favorite fun foil color? So core foil, I think, has to be light gold, and fun foil, I love a good red foil or a pink foil. Like those are my two favorites, I think. Oops, excuse me. Although the matte like coppery color that SPC had just come out with a few weeks ago when she released the Star Wars kit, like that kind of tops it all too, but that's like more core-ish. Then the next question she asked, I laughed at this one though too, was secret planner pet peeve. And I think it has to be, I would say putting stickers down straight, but then again, I put them down crooked though too, so that's a pet peeve of mine that I do. But I think like overcrowding and like making it look messy. Like I've seen some spreads and like between scripts and characters and everything, they just kind of look jumbled together and it doesn't look nice. So I just think like when you're putting things, you're trying to fit everything together, making it jumbled and overcrowded and like messy looking, like I don't like that. Like you're spending all this money for stickers and characters and scripts and stuff, like you want to make your planner look nice. So I just that's my planner pet peeve. The next question was most favorite and least favorite planner trends, and I don't think I'm going to be getting through much of these questions because I'm already on the deco, but it is bougie. I like bougie, so that is my favorite. Least favorite, I think all of the scripts. I like it normally. Like I like to use a few, but I don't like everything or like every other box to be a script. And then her next question was never watch your favorite show again or never listen to your favorite song again. I think never listen to my favorite song again, because I love watching TV and there's a lot of music out there, so if I don't have to hear my song ever, like my favorite song ever again, like I can deal with that. So I'm actually getting into my plans right now, so I will stop there with the questions, but when I get into like writing down everything towards the end, I will continue to answer some questions. But in the sidebar, I did use a like patterned third box, and I used like a sad vanilla from Papershire because it would have been my Bailey Bug's 14th birthday. And as you know, like I've mentioned probably almost in every video, that she did pass away last August. So this past August. So I just wanted to mark her birthday. Tyler's birthday is actually the following week too, so I will be marking that. I didn't realize that this was so bright when I did the lighting, but I did use, but the colors are very light to begin with though too. I may have over processed the brightness on this one just a tad bit, so I'll know for next time. But I did use a little thing to mark that we had our conversion of the new company that my company had purchased. So we were doing like all the financial and payments and stuff. So I just marked that with the laptop icon from the kit. And then I did work like not twice this time, but kind of. I worked from 8 to 5 and then from 5:45 to 7. So I used 2 work labels from the kit. I did wash my bed sheets this day. So I used a girl with a laundry basket from Paper Muse Crafts to mark that. And I'm talking very slow compared to where my planner is. I did have an anxiety attack this day, so I used a vanilla anxiety depression sticker from Papershire to mark that on a fancy label. Then I made a chicken finger hoagie this day, so I used a squared off like quarter box and a like chicken finger box from Papershire to mark that. And then I cut Ian's hair, so on a little thing I used a Maru with a scissors and comb to mark that. And then this night I used another little thing to mark the Good Doctor. This week to mark my shows, I did use Sadie Stickers had like dangly eggs for a $2 Tuesday. So I picked them up. I think I put them in some boxes and I was going to put them up at the top, but I decided not to. But I think I just thought marking them, excuse me, I'm talking too fast, with the little eggs was a cute idea to mark that way for my TV shows. And now I'm over talking my spread. I think I was trying to figure out there we go. So I use them for all of them. And then moving on to Tuesday, I took a lunch shower. So I used a sweet bean plans bean in the tub to mark that on a fancy label. Oh, this is really bright. I'm going to upload this anyway. And I'm out of focus a lot. Oh, sorry guys. But I'll make sure to take the brightness down just a tidbit when I do my next video. But then I had a meeting at 12:45 this day, so I just used an appointment label along with the clock icon from the kit. And then on a third box, I just used a girl on a laptop that looks exhausted from Rabbit Hole Handcraft, I think that's the name, to mark that I was super busy this day. And then this evening, Zoe started coughing, so I used on a fancy label from the Coffee Monsters Co. Her like the emoji cuddling a dog to mark that she was coughing real bad. We did take her to the vet on Thursday, which you'll see, but then I baked her some calming treats. So I used dried chamomile, dried lavender, coconut oil, coconut flour, and an egg. And I baked them at 275 for like 45 minutes, and I made her some calming treats. She actually really liked them. She's kind of over them now, but I used a Paya from GP Sticker Studio, which I think she's still closed at the moment. And then that night I watched Pooch Perfect, which is a super cute show where they get to like decorate dogs and stuff. Moving on to Wednesday, it was payday, so I used the payday flag from the kit. And then on a third label, quarter box, squared off, I marked that it was super busy, so I just used a like busy munchkin from Once More With Love. If you guys know any like busy characters more, so I just ordered the Busy Bee ones from Bubba Bear Studios. But if you have any idea of any more, please let me know. And then in a patterned box, I did go visit one of my best friends, Alicia. I brought her little kids some like Easter gifts and some outfits. So I marked that with one of the, I think it was from the, I don't even know which wacky holiday it was from Bubba Bear Studios, but it was like two girls like chatting. So I was there hanging out for a little bit. And then she has a cat that she's had this cat since we were in high school. Now we graduated in 2007, and I believe we've had him before that. I could be wrong. Might have been after. No, it was in high school. But he is like the sweetest cat ever, and she still has him. So as soon as I came into the house and he saw me and he realized I was there, like he ran and jumped and like cuddled. And he's a black and white cat, and his name is Moo. So I had some Moo cuddles while I was there. After I left her house, I picked up Chinese food for dinner, and I came home to some Happy Meal, which I got Bubba Bear Studios, and my first order from Beneva Creations, which I believe they're in the haul that I posted before this video. And then it was Chicago Wednesday, so Med and PD is what I watched. Moving on to Thursday, I did work only from 8 to 4. I skipped my lunch and left a half hour early because Zoe had a vet appointment at 5:10. So we had to leave the house because it's about a 45-ish, almost an hour drive to her vet. So I used a patterned squared box to mark her vet appointment with a occupation once more with love munchkin that was a veterinarian. She was diagnosed with kennel cough. She was like, when she was coughing, she was honking like a goose. So it was funny to hear, sad to hear, because she was sick, but she had to be on antibiotics for a week, and she had to miss puppy school for this past week and the week before. So Easter week and this past week. And she gets to go to class again this Thursday, which is exciting. And I marked the kennel cough with a paw print from the kit, and then I went to the grocery store down there, Giant, so I just used the grocery icon from the kit to mark that. This day, I think I did it on Friday or Saturday, but I had no room. But I did dye Easter eggs, and I marked it on Thursday because I had room for it. And I used from, was it the March Mystery? The March Teeny sub I had ordered. I bought off a girl off the Buy Sell Trade group, but it's teeny with a basket of eggs to mark that I dyed eggs. And then this night was a super exciting night. For one, it was Station 19 and Grey's Anatomy, which is also always awesome. But Law & Order came back on SVU, and Organized Crime came on, and Elliot Stabler is back. And if you guys know me, like, you know that I love Elliot Stabler, and the show's actually super good. And I love that they're going to be doing like crossover events where Olivia's going to be on Organized Crime and Elliot will be on SVU. But like, it was so satisfying to see him back on my TV screen. And since I had 4 TV shows, I did use one of the longer eggs to mark those 4 TV shows, which I think looks super cute. Moving on to Friday. It was finally Friday. It was a super long week. Every time we have a conversion of a new company, like, it's just super draining, like the whole entire week. So I just used a pattern piece of washi to mark that. Sorry, I got a message on my phone. And I used a like exhausted munchkin to mark that. Then I woke up with like some sinus issues, like super bad. So I used a Sweet Bean Plans, like blowing its nose bean to mark that. And then I need to watch my words. But I used a fancy label to mark that. Well, it was Good Friday because Easter was on Sunday, but our church and like fire company, local fire department, they did like not a bazaar, but you got to go pick up food and buy food. So we had potato pancakes, pierogies, some white clam chowder. I didn't eat the clam chowder. That's another food I don't like, Shay, is clams. But I like seafood, just not clams. So we picked up some food, and then I got to watch the night before was Grey's Anatomy because I had to watch SVU. Like, I had to take priority for SVU versus Grey's Anatomy. But I watched Grey's this day, and I used a bear. I don't know if he has a name. I have to check from Paper Muse Crafts. But it was when Mark and Lexi came back. Sorry if there was a spoiler alert if you didn't see it, but I watched that from the night before. I actually got my sweet bean plants order this day, so I used a Happy Meal munchkin and a fancy label. Hi, kitty. She just woke up. To mark my Happy Meal, and then it was RuPaul's Drag Race. And again, I think I've mentioned this before though, but if you watch Drag Race, who are you looking to win out of the top 4? Me, I'm Team Rose all the way. I would be happy with Got Mick too, but like Rose like all the way. Moving on to Saturday, I slept in until 9, so I used the bed icon from the kit on a patterned piece of washi, and I went to Garrity's with my mom to get all of the our stuff for Easter dinner, and I used a Paya from GP Studio to mark that. Then I bought my mom an Easter flower this day, so with the same, I think it was the same mystery as the eggs, I used Lolly with a tulip because I got her tulips. And then once we got home, I went by my Uncle Douglas's and Joe's to pick up pineapple squares. So they're both like back to back. Like I used the car icon for that. And I got pineapple square that my aunt had made and gave to Joe to give to me. So I went to go pick that up, and I used a little vanilla eating. It looks actually like a pineapple square because that's kind of what it looks like without the icing. It was on one of the freebie sheets. So I marked it with that, and I met their new dog, Lucy. She is a 7 going on 8-year-old lab that they had got from a girl that my uncle works with, and I used a heart to mark that one. I did film this day, and I did take a nap from 4 to 7, and I used this little like mouse melting from Once More With Love to mark my nap. Thank you, Shay, for that idea. Moving on to Sunday, it was Easter, so I hope everybody had a great Easter. Mine was very quiet and calm, and I did laundry. But I used a Sienna girl from SPC holding a bag of Easter eggs to mark Easter. Then on a little thing, I marked that I did all of my laundry this day. And I used a little hamper from Fox and Cactus. And then on a patterned piece of washi, I did use another Paya in the tub because I did take a shower before dinner. And this day was Zoe's monthly meds for her heartworm medication and her flea and tick medication. So I just used the pill from the kit to mark that. After that, I used on a half box that I helped make Easter dinner. So I used a girl from Papershire cutting up some veggies and stuff to mark that. And then in a patterned half box, I used a Beneva Creations girl like watching TV because it was on my phone, but still same difference. But I found back from, I think, 2007, 2008, it was Daisy of Love. So I don't know if you guys remember Rock of Love with Bret Michaels, where he was trying to find love from a whole bunch of girls. And then from season 2, Daisy, she was like the runner-up, I think, from that he picked. So she had her own show, and I like binged that entire season of Daisy of Love on YouTube. Like I found them, they were in order. I was super excited because it just brought me back. Like I just remembered all of those episodes. And then ending off the night, I watched Shameless and The Rookie, and I will talk about it in my next video. But of course, today's Monday, the 12th. Yesterday, the 11th, was the final episode of Shameless. So I will be talking about that in my next video because that's when it happened. But while I'm finished writing everything here, I will answer a few more questions. The next question from Shay was to only have a dog or to only have a cat. And I love my dog. I love Zoe. I loved my past dogs, but cat hands down. Like they take care of themselves pretty much. You just gotta feed them, clean the litter box, give them water. They're good to go. So cat hands down. And then the next question was iced coffee or frappes? Iced coffee. 95% of the time I always get an iced coffee from no matter where I go, Dunkin', Starbucks, anywhere, unless it's a chai, because I do get chais too. And then, so those are the questions from Shay. And then Christy from Christy Plans had asked me, what are your favorite shops? And SPC, Caress Press, Once More With Love, The Coffee Monsters Co., Paper Muse Crafts, Glam Planner. Pretty much any sticker I use, they're my favorite shops. And then she asked how long I have been planning. And I have been planning since I think July of 2015. Decorative planning, I should say. I've been planning forever, but like decorative planning, I've been planning since 2015. And I don't think I'm actually going to have time for Amy's questions this time, but again, I'm going to be recording my next video and my voiceover, so that should be up on Wednesday, and I will be able to answer Amy's questions then. So sorry, Amy, but they will be answered, I promise. But that is my finished spread. Yeah, I did overprocess it because that's how it looks. It looks nicer that way. But here I am just putting everything back in my planner. And I adore how this spread turned out. I think the rose gold, I have to add the rose gold hole reinforcers to the spread, and actually probably for the past couple spreads. So I will be adding those, but there is my finished spread. If you guys want to see like the finished video or like how I did that sidebar and like the next one, I'd be happy to show you the next time I do one, like I use a Glam Planner kit or something, or I use another tall box that I want to use that I don't end up using. But I hope you guys enjoyed this spread, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!